looking out my window at the cabin. Looky there, we got a tree down. Well, here we are again, Cabin Time, Oregon. And did it snow in Oregon? Yes, it did. Monday, April 11th. The weatherman said we weren't going to get snow down to our 500-foot level. Guess what? We got 5 inches. But here again, weatherman, what do they know, right? If you look behind me, we have trees down. Right out here in this part of my forest, there's anywhere from 6 to 8 trees that I count. On the side of my property over here, on the other side of the cabin, on the other side of my barn, there's at least 2 or 3 in my yard. So, snow, heavy, rain, heavier, trees come over, ground soft, over they go. I also lost one of my little plum trees. That breaks my heart. I told Jacob, my grandson, we will save that tree. We're going to tie some ropes on it, pull her back up into place. I may have to film that for you. I'll use the old Johnny Popper or my Jeep, one of the two. Afraid the Jeep might just spin its wheel. With the Popper, it'll make things move. So, be on an upcoming film. I think you guys might just enjoy that. I know for a fact I will. So, enjoy the video, guys. I'm going to take you for a walk. What a mess. Well, guys, there it is. Now, you probably recognize all my pallets laying here, but this is walking away from the cabin. We're heading east, folks. And I'm going to show you some destruction here. Straight ahead, you can see a tree snapped as it was going over. And it laid over here. This one here is a separate tree, which is a cherry tree. Just about in full blossom. I also have, right here is my trail. Remember I told you we had to go between these trees right in here to go up and around, zigzag up the hill. Well, if you notice, straight away, there is a tree that snapped. And you ask yourself, what happened? Well, it snowed. It snowed here on April 11th. We don't normally get snow this time of year. But if you look up in the woods further up, right up in there, there's another tree down, another cherry tree. I don't know if they're done falling yet, because when we got the snow 4 to 5 inches where I live, it started raining after the snow. Well, then the snow got heavy and the trees just started toppling over. We lost quite a few of them here. I think just here in the woods alone there was 5 or 6, at least in my immediate area. Of course, this one I'll swing around. This is my maple tree here that fell over right smack in front of the cabin. We're probably 40-50 feet away from the building itself. But still, it came down, and if you notice, this guy right here, he's leaning pretty hard too. Wouldn't surprise me if it didn't come over eventually. I don't know when, but sometime soon probably. And if I went around to my other part of my property, I have 2 more, I'd say at least 70-foot cherry trees that fell over, and they're on my property. This guy here, it's a shame. This is actually the tree that I was videoing and showing you guys what a beautiful blossom they have, if you noticed. Bada bing, bada boom, and here's all the leaves. But this guy's going to get cut up. He's going bye-bye. He's going to go in my wood stove, I'm afraid. The one I'm really afraid of is this guy right here. This big giant oak. And he's already leaning towards my cabin. I'm afraid someday he's going to try and crush my cabin. I hope he doesn't. But he could, because he's so big, you ain't going to stop him. Right, Blue? What's Blue doing, huh, Pop? Hi, bud. Okay, guys, that's it for the walk. I just want to kind of give you a heads up what's going on out here. Cabin Time, Oregon. Moose Crack's still standing for now. Okay, what you're seeing here is my car hauler trailer. 16-foot trailer with a cherry tree laying across the top. That tree is 70 feet tall. Well, was 70 feet tall. 70 feet long now, laying on the ground. That's my old antique trailer there. Tree missed it. But if we walk up here, let me give you a little closer inspection of what's going on up here. I got trees. I don't know if I can get it on film here or not for you today, but I'm going to try. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. Right up in here, there's a tree right here. It's laying on top of the canopy of the trees. It's broke, laying there. Now, I'm not sure how many trees here in this part of the woods on the other side of my cabin have came down, but this tree that's on my car hauler trailer, there's a fender right here. And the worst thing it landed on is this front end off of my 78 Chevy pickup that I gave to Jacob. I bought this truck probably 20 years ago or 15 years ago. It's been sitting here in my side yard forever. We just pulled this front end off about 2 weeks ago and put it up here, and this damn tree landed right on top of it. I'm sure there is some damage. I'm just hoping that it's fixable damage to the fenders, because this front end actually was a perfect front end. Not a scratch, nick, chip, ding in it. The paint was even good on it. So, in my fender, I went over there and I pushed the limbs up on the top, and they're all like really loose, so that fender, honest to God, did not get damaged. So happy to report that. But the snow actually caused all this. Now if you look ahead, there's a tree snapped. This tree up here is leaning pretty hard. It's going to come down. And these are just cherry trees. They're rogue cherry trees out here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there's another tree that snapped off, came down. And I told Jacob, my grandson, I said, you know what? We're probably going to have to cut that big dog down right there, because it's leaning this way. And in years past, I told Jacob, right about up in here, there was 5 big cherry trees, and he said, can I cut a tree down? I said, here's 5 of them, take your pick. Well, he cut 3 down, and thank God he did, because this would have been a whole lot worse, because they probably would have came too, because they're all leaning this way toward my property. So it looks like I get the chainsaw fired up, got a bunch of major cutting to do. What an ugly mess, huh? This may take me a month or so to get cleaned up. At my age, I don't move too fast anymore, folks. But this little trailer right here is a tandem axle, and this guy here is what I use to haul my pellets for my pellet stove. And in about a week or two, I'm going to be out of pellets, so I got to get that cut out and saved. Dadgum, what a mess, what a mess. Okay, enough of me. Enough of the trees, enough of this. Well, I'm on the deck of the cabin, and look at all the trees down, huh? This is April snow. April snow. There's one up there in the woods. There's 1 or 2 right here. There's a maple right here. Come down. These guys are leaning pretty hard over in here. Too much snow, too wet. And trees are coming over. Kind of a sad tale, isn't it? I love my trees, but Mother Nature's got another plan for them. I guess if she wants them, she takes them. But like I said earlier in the video, I do have firewood coming, lots of it. Maple, cherry, lots of good hardwood for my wood stove. So it's a win-lose, lose-win. But you know what they say about lemonade? Or wait, is that chocolates? Box of chocolates. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, guys, glad you could be here. Thanks for your support. And we will continue on. So remember, please live your life carefully. Watch out for fallen trees. They might get you. Cabin Time Oregon. The moose crack, thank God, still here. See you on the next one, guys.